Let's say that I have x squared plus 6x plus 5 divided by x squared minus 25. Have a rational expression. Again, a rational expression is defined as a polynomial divided by another polynomial. Is it a polynomial or is it a rational expression that I can simplify? Well, it's hard to tell, so let's see if we can find out any common factors in both the numerator and the denominator. So what are you seeing? What do you want to do? Well, let's factor the numerator first. Let's see if it factors down in a way that x and x, remember how to factor a trinomial? What times what makes a 5? When added makes a 6. That's a 5 and a 1. The denominator, if we remember, is a difference of two squares. A difference of two squares always factors down into the same pattern, x minus 5, x plus a 5. So looking at that, I'm starting to get a sense that, yeah, it looks like something does factor out. Even though they're not directly on top of each other, I still see a common factor in the numerator and a common factor in the denominator. So x plus 5 and x plus 5, they kind of cancel out. They're really a clever version of 1. So I'm left with x plus 1 over x minus 5. And that's true for all x's that do not equal 5. But also I have to look at my original expression right here, and this is also true for all x's that do not or that equal negative 5. So I have two restrictions, 5 and negative 5, and this is my final solution. However, I think some of you guys are saying, well, wait a minute, Willie, I think you can go a little bit farther. Can't we cancel those x's out and we're just left with a 1 over a negative 5? Oh, we can't, although it's very tempting to do that. And the reason why we can't is this x plus 1 on the top and the x minus 5 on the bottom. They're part of what we call a summation. They're part of an addition or a subtraction. And so we can't rule out one of those numbers right away. In the same way that, imagine that we had 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 2. What does that equal? Well, we add them up. 4 plus 1 is a 5. 4 plus 2 is a 6, and we get 5, 6. We can't go through and just cancel out the 4, and we're just left with a 1/2. We get a different solution. And the reason why is we can't cancel out something that's part of a summation. We can only cancel out common factors when they're being multiplied one to another. So you'll see that once in a while. So careful, don't get tripped up by that.